Welcome back to the Clique 45 channel. We've got me and we've got Dan back in the studio. Welcome back, Dan. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me back, man. It's good to be here.
Yeah, good. And we've got a debut for Carl. How you doing, my bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah? Are you ready for the podcast?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So do you want to just quickly say what team you support?
Support United, but obviously we're down bad at the moment, but I'll save that for the rest.
All right, cool. So we got two United fans on the channel today. And what I thought we'd do today is a little Man United therapy session because you lot need it. You lot are in the dumps. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a bit of a struggle right now for Man United as a club. I don't know what your takes are on it, but I think the start of the season has just been poor from you lot. I just want to quickly get your analysis on it, what you got to say about the start of the season. There's a little change of formation as well last week. There was a diamond formation. Against Brighton, a diamond formation, and that just ripped you lot open. So, how do you see the start of the season, basically?
You go first, bro.
Yeah, go on, take it. Take the mic.
Obviously at the start of the season against Wolves, it's a slow start. So, and even Rashford, everyone knows Rashford doesn't play as a striker. But the thing is, we play Rashford as a striker because he's never fit in it. He's so unreliable. I love Martial.
Yeah, he's shocking. Yeah,
I love Martial, but
I don't even love him no more.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why do you still love that guy?
That love is dead.
Yeah, the love is gone, bro.
Because he's. I feel like he does more as a striker more than Rashford, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's okay.
You get what I mean?
I think you're trying to say that. Yeah, all right, that's fair enough. But I do see Rashford's best position left wing.
Yeah.
That's why you see it like that. But I still think Martial at number 9, it doesn't cook.
He's not effective.
It's not effective at all.
So it's just Rashford 9 or Martial 9.
Yeah.
I'll probably pick Rashford just because Rashford is effective. He
can
run.
If you had to choose one,
He can. Whereas if it was Martial fit and could actually move, when you see Martial now, his legs are gone. You just know that he's not that same player anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't got that burst of pace. He ain't got that explosion. Is totally gone, innit? So I feel like for that, obviously, that put Ten Hag in a little, I don't want to say difficult position because obviously we signed Højlund, but he was injured.
Yeah.
I'm not going to blame Ten Hag for that either because when you think about Man United, when we say stuff like the Glazers out,
Yeah. We'll get on to that. Yeah. Carry on.
No one wants to have that conversation if you're not a United fan because it's just like, you hear it all the time. But Erik Ten Hag does definitely have a bit of blood on his hands the first 5 games of the season, 100%. I love Erik Ten Hag, what he's done in his first season. Obviously, he's kind of gotten the club back to looking good again and people are being confident, optimistic about Man United.
Yeah.
Coming into this season, obviously, like you said, the first game against Wolves, the performance was just poor. I feel like what every Man United fan is questioning now is the style of football, style of play.
100%. I don't see a style with you lot anymore. I think last season I could say there was a distinctive way you were playing. But now it's a bit like give it to Bruno or Rashford and just hope.
You see glimpses of it sometimes, in certain games, even in the Brighton game, maybe the first 15, 20 minutes. But obviously, we haven't really gotten... Ten Hag doesn't have all the players, all his players, innit? When you think about United, when you think about the 11 that we started the season with, and even a lot of the games that we played already this season, a lot of them are still players that we've had before.
Fair enough.
And it's I feel like Ten Hag, he's been ruthless, but maybe he needs to be a bit more ruthless.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm looking at, obviously, like you guys said, Wolves 1-0, lose to Tottenham 2-0, which I don't think should ever happen in a Man United.
I want to touch on the Tottenham one.
Go on then.
I feel like in that one, we were unlucky in the Tottenham match, but obviously other United fans will have different opinions on that one.
Considering it was 2-0, I don't think that's any way you can say that.
The better team won.
Yeah, I say the better team won, but I feel like the handball and Garnacho in it. Personally, I feel like that's
I feel like the Romero one was 100% a handball.
Yeah,
we've seen it given before, and that's just the thing with VAR. It's just
I guess you've had decisions against you. You had that game, then you had the Arsenal one with the Garnacho again with the offside.
Then people bring the Wolves one and say Onana.
Exactly.
So it's just one of them ones. I don't want to hold on to it too tough. We weren't playing well enough in the Tottenham game. To be fair, the first half, we don't take our chances. I feel like that's still the problem with United.
There's no one really clinical enough, I feel, in that United United squad. When you say
Literally.
Martial,
Yeah.
what's he like under 10 goals a game, like every
Yeah.
season?
We need to stop talking about Martial.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
he needs to
fair
go.
enough, fair enough.
He actually just needs to go. Like,
Yeah, him and that Ballon d'Or release clause needs to go.
at the end of the day, the only reason why he's not gone is because who the hell is going to buy him? I feel like I don't even know if the club has actually tried to actually sell him.
I would also like to know, what is his contract? Like, why has he been here so long? Has he had an extension since signing?
I feel like because every team knows that he's injury prone. That's
Well,
why.
fair enough.
I mean,
that's
his
why
contract situation, I don't know how many years he's got left. I don't know when last he got extended. Probably got extended like 3-4 seasons
It
ago.
must have been. It's coming up soon. It must
but
be coming up
It's
soon.
definitely coming to an end soon. And thank God for that. Because at the end of the day, he needs to go. Like, wages, like, I like Martial. I wanted to be hopeful, but I've lost all hope now. There's no point. And we got Hoyland now.
Yeah.
So it's like...
He looks interested, to be fair.
Yeah.
He's picking up the right positions and whatnot. He's making the right decisions, I feel, within the box, which is what you have been missing from a Man United standpoint as a striker. But what I feel like is just the creativity behind him is so lacking. It's so shoddy.
I feel like it's the same thing when I think happened with Ronaldo's when we had Ronaldo, like
Fair enough.
Rashford, Anthony, Sancho.
Mm.
They don't provide the service for our strikers.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're not creative players like that.
Yeah, so that's why our wingers, they need to put the ball more in the box.
Well, talking about wingers, you're not even playing with wingers no more by the looks of the Brighton game. You're playing with a 4-1-2-1-2.
I feel like obviously that was just that game Ten Hag wanted to try something
Do you feel
different.
like, well, at the time we're recording on Tuesday before the Champions League game. So I just want to quickly get like a predicted lineup from you lot in terms of the front three. Do you think it's going to be a front three or is it going to be a diamond still? What do you reckon?
What, for tomorrow against
Bayern?
Bayern?
Yeah.
Oh, it better be a front three.
Because I see it being Rashford and Højlund up top.
You think he's going to do that?
Yeah,
again?
he's going to go back to the diamond. I feel like he's going to go back to the diamond.
I don't know why he'll go back. Like, a lot of people say Ten Hag is stubborn. I think a lot of the Ajax fans were saying it before we signed him, because obviously we were just on our knees for a new manager. Like, we just wanted someone to just kind of bring some new energy to the club.
Fair enough.
Ten Hag was the right appointment, but there was a lot of criticism about him being
Like,
stubborn.
what he's done, what he's
I
won.
feel like there was a lot of like criticism because he's not British. That's why.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon.
Bro, there was no... How many British managers have been good, bro?
Because like Gary Neville, who else?
It's because it's Man United, though.
Yeah.
We're the biggest club in the world.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that. Like,
fair enough. I'm not going to disagree with you.
We're the biggest club in the world because every single thing that we do is always criticised. It's always in the media. And sometimes it's our own fault. But like, yeah, sometimes I feel like right now Ten Hag is getting a bit... I don't want to say he's being over-criticised, but he is at the same time, because when you look at bloody Chelsea, are you saying anything about Poch?
Don't want to say stuff about
and that's how you
Poch.
just know that Chelsea are still liquor boys. Like, with Man United, Ten Hag has a lot of pressure and he set standards from last season. We want to see better at the end of the day. The fans are going to back him, but we need to see an improvement. We need to see a style of play, basically. We need to know what he's trying to implement. And I feel like that's what a lot of people are being impatient for. Going into tomorrow's game, we've got Pellistri. Cool. He's not... Let me not even say he's not Anthony, because what the hell is Anthony, right? we ain't got Sancho. Fair enough. Sancho, he's done the whole thing with Ten Hag. I feel like he was totally in the wrong for. So I don't know if Pellistri is the right guy to start the game, but it's just one of them ones where if we go with a front three tomorrow, who are we going to play on the right? Because Bruno on the right makes me sick. Can't see that.
I know. It's true.
And if Mount, I don't know, apparently Mount was in training today and so was...
I think it's going to be a bit touch tight as whether he'll be able to start or not.
I doubt he'll be starting. Even if he is fit, he'll be coming off the bench. So he might start off with a diamond. Obviously, it's going to be the 4-3-3, but on the pitch is a diamond formation.
Fair enough. I think, personally, I just feel like because of your winger situation right now, Greenwood out on loan, then you got Sancho beefing the manager, and then you got Anthony who is emulating Mason Greenwood at Man United by the looks of it. So I just feel like he's got his hands stuck behind his back really with like what he could do tactically. Like there's nothing much he can really do. I genuinely feel like he has to stick with that 4-1-2-1-2.
I feel like he's doing what he can with the squad, isn't it?
Exactly. That's what I think as well. I feel like to say anything negative about the formation is a bit harsh considering what you do have. But I do understand with the style of play, it's not working because De Zerbi, he clocked it in like 10 minutes. De
Yeah.
Zerbi saw it and he was like, all right, you guys push wide, we'll move on
And
forward.
we didn't have a plan B.
Exactly.
Zerbi had a plan
exactly.
B. We didn't have
yeah.
a plan B.
Yeah, exactly.
And obviously having a plan B when you're limited on players sometimes, but I don't want to use that as an excuse because De Zerbi had players injured as well.
Mm.
He had guys out the team as well. So Ten Hag needs to do better.
Fair enough.
That's what I'm going to say now. Like, obviously, I understand everything that's going on with the club and all the club politics and that. He can't really control that, the injuries. But what he can control is a style of play.
Yeah.
And are the players playing for the manager? I like to think that they are. Last season, they definitely were. So I don't see why it's going to change drastically in one season.
Do you reckon that Jadon Sancho thing needed to happen though? Like, do you reckon it should, like, he needed to come out in the press conference and say he isn't at that level yet?
I just feel like if the manager says to you, because I've played football before, like if the manager comes and says to you, you ain't been training well, then I feel like you shouldn't like come out and then say that,
Or just beef it.
Yeah, just beef it. I feel like just let your football do the talking and show the manager that you're good enough to start in it. Because I feel like even with the Anthony situation, like I feel like that's his time to like show people like what you're about in it.
Yeah, well, obviously not anymore.
Yeah, obviously not anymore.
Yeah.
So now it's like a Ronaldo 2.0. You know what I mean? Like,
well, with Sancho,
yeah.
Okay,
When you think about it, it's like a Ronaldo 2.0. Like,
I can see it's like him versus the club type thing. I sort of get what you mean.
Yeah, and I feel like there's just too much player power with these footballers. Like,
yeah, that's so true.
The club has blood on their hands for that. Like,
yeah.
And this is why I say you take it back to the Glazers. It's just like, my man's come on a 325k wage salary. Marcus Rashford has renewed his contract and he still ain't on what Sancho's on.
No.
How do you expect the player to be moving at his young age?
Exactly.
He's going to feel like, bro, I'm the man.
yeah.
I'm the man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true. It's true.
Like, we know that Sancho is a better player than Anthony. Has he been better at Man United? No, he hasn't.
No.
But we know that he's a better player. So in Sancho's head, he's probably thinking, I should be the guy starting on the right.
But for 2 seasons, he hasn't shown
He hasn't shown that. And it's like, with Ten Hag, because a lot of Man United fans have mixed opinions on whether he should have said anything in the press in the first place about Sancho. But I feel like he was asked the question and he answered it. He's been back in Sancho for how long? Sent my man to the mountains. He's come back, not done piss. Do you know what I mean? So obviously it's a bit unfortunate because obviously from what we saw from pre-season, Sancho was looking warm. I was even tweeting
I feel like he was our best player in pre-season.
Yeah. He looked like he was cooking. But obviously pre-season doesn't count too much. But either way, Ten Hag started the new season. Obviously, he come on against Wolves. He did all right, but maybe Sancho should have had a couple starts or more minutes. But for whatever reason, Ten Hag hasn't played him. Ten Hag has a good reason.
Yeah.
People talking about favoritism. It's like, how many players do we have to favourite? Like,
I was going to get onto that. Squad depth. Squad depth is my next issue.
We don't have any squad depth.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, when we look at City, like, they have a lot of players that they can come on and like change the game. But when you look at us, because every time I see like the starting lineup on like my Sky Sports, I feel like, it's decent. But like when I look at the bench,
it's just a bunch of names in it now.
Yeah, I'm like, you kind of look like that can change the game. Like there's no one really there.
Obviously injuries has a big part to do with that right now. We have a few guys injured, but I'm trying to think with the guys that are injured, how many of them would come on and change the game? We just have to wait and see. I don't want to be too reactionary on the mount.
Fair enough.
I think as well, like why are players getting always injured? You know what I mean?
Again,
like,
what's
going on? Is it the fitness department? Because if it's that, like, I feel like that needs to change.
I think it is because when you look at that Ronaldo interview with Piers Morgan, he criticised that the building, the infrastructure, the architecture. Nothing has changed. So if that's the case, then people are probably still getting the injuries. If it's all getting old, there's probably no change in sort of ideology of what's happening. Like sport has changed so much in like 10, 15 years now. So the fact that no one is actually trying to change the club over there in Man United, like Old Trafford people are saying it's losing roofing. Like, bro, there's leakages, bro. Old Trafford's leaking, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we need those Qatari owners. I don't know why the Glazers. That's how I know we're not a serious club because the Glazers, they're only staying for the money. They only want to stay for the business.
Glazers, for me personally,
that's the only reason.
When I saw the Qatari ownership, Qatari trying to bid for it. I just felt like this is a no-go. Like Glazers aren't going to do this. I don't feel like they were going to do it at all because I just felt like there's this business that they have over there in Man United. You're the highest turnover in terms of like sales in regards to fans around the world. As like you said,
it's a money-making club.
It's a money-making football club due to the fans that there are there.
Yeah.
And it's all thanks to like the history of it. But nowadays, I feel like 10, 15 years now, the decline has slowly become...
They're milking us.
We will never win the league. And I repeat this, we will never win the league.
With the Glazers in charge.
With the Glazers in charge.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. And and moving on quickly with the owners, I just want to talk about their transfer policies as well. Because like you were talking about squad there, if I want to talk about the squad, like your goalkeepers are Andre Onana, Altay Bayındır, the Turkish
Cameroon brother.
Yeah, like he's interested. Yeah. He's very erratic, but he's interesting. And then you got Altay Bayındır from Turkey. But just to let you guys know, as a Turk, do not be surprised. Like, do not be hopeful of what this guy can do. He's shoddy. He's terrible, bro.
Oh, is
I'm telling you, bro. From someone that's watched Turkish Super League and seen what Altay Bayındır can do, after his injury, he's been shocking, bro. That's why Fenerbahce... He's 25, I believe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's 25. So when AFCON comes round, you guys better be praying, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. That goalkeeper situation, he's going to be your number one. Yeah. I do not rate him at all, personally. Neither do Fenerbahce fans. Bro, trust me. Like
I don't really know much about him.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, like, he is not good. He is not good. He has stopped being good since his injury, which was about a season or two ago. Then someone younger took over his position at Fenerbahce. Yeah. And now they're just doing better without him in the team. And when he has been in the team, he's been very De Gea-esque with his mistakes.
Yeah, oh no.
Yeah, so I'm just going to say De Gea 2.0.
And now he's coming to a bigger club.
Yeah, exactly. And especially when the pressure's on, I can't wait for AFCON to come around to see what's going to happen. I'm not going to lie. Because there's going to be so much stick at him. And I do feel it because he has mistakes in him.
That's what proves like our scouting department is not good enough.
I think that's fair.
I think that's fair. That's not good enough.
Yeah, I feel like everything just needs to like start from zero.
The infrastructure is just the club. There is no structure. At Manchester United.
I feel like there's no plan. Like I feel like we just get players because of their names.
We're just winging it.
It's true. Yeah, you do.
We need to buy players that suit our system. When you look at Pep, like every player there suits his system.
Yeah, fair enough. That's good. That's good. That's a good point, to be fair, because it is like, go on FIFA, type in the best names you can find, and then just bid for him. Just bid for him.
I feel like rival fans are quick to criticize Ten Hag now because at the end of the day, as rival fans, you're not going to start blaming the Glazers. Like,
no.
Everyone wants to cook the manager. You want to cook the manager. You want to cook the players. That's just football culture. But when you really deep it, it's like Ten Hag did the best that he could last season, considering everything that was happening around the club. Yeah, and now everyone has these high expectations of him, and it's like, all right, cool. Valid because he has spent money.
Yeah, he needs to show.
And I feel like some of the money that he spent is questionable. But the season has just started and all the players are not there yet. When we see the Amrabats and the Mounts come in and the Hoyland fully fit, then we can really speak.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, like, Anthony last season, is he really a €100 million player?
You know it is.
I feel like that's Man United's fault as a club for not actually negotiate. Well, I don't know whether they negotiated or not.
Basically, what happened was we were going for Anthony, but then the Glazers they just left it basically. And then obviously what they did was they saw like the pressure from the fans in it, saying that we should be buying players and all sorts in it.
So they just thought 90 million.
So obviously when the Glazers came back to Ajax was like, they were like, oh, we're not going to sell our players, but if we're going to sell our players, we're going to like up the price.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's why they
United tax.
Yeah. There is, bro. I honestly think there is some sort of tax, bro, in terms of like how much you guys spend. Because Di Maria was 60-something million. You're looking at Memphis Depay, 50-odd million as well. At the time, that was quite expensive.
Bro, the Glazers.
There's just so many. Like the board is a big issue. Like
even the Maguire situation.
80 million. Yeah, how could I forget about that?
Crazy.
That is ridiculous. And like, how can a board be so have no football knowledge?
It's because like we can't negotiate. That's why.
It's just like, put the right people in to do the job. Because at the end of the day, like you look at Ollie's gotten this player that he wanted, Maguire. He really wanted Maguire. He's given the captaincy. So obviously, when a manager wants a player, as a club, you should try and deliver that 100%. But then you also need to be smart and as a club have structure. You know, we ain't spending more than 60 M's, 50 M's on Maguire. Because we ain't taking that L if it flops, because there's always a chance that it flops.
Yeah,
Same thing with Anthony.
True.
We ain't paying this 90 million because if it flops, it's on us at the end of the day. We wasted money. And it's like Ten Hag is going to get called out for it and he's questionable talent ID. Ten Hag ain't the one that puts the price on this player.
No.
And if the club was proper and did have structure, then maybe we would have been scouting certain players and we'd be thinking, like, if Ten Hag was to go, we've still got this player that can work. Another manager can use him properly.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anthony is a very much Ten Hag player. I can't see any other manager coming into United if Ten Hag was to get sacked. I feel like we should have gone for guys like Diaby. I'm saying it.
Bro, Villa, that guy is cooking.
He would have been sick at United.
Such an underrated signing, I'm not going to lie, this season. Moussa Diaby has been brilliant.
He's a baller.
He is a baller. But how much was Højlund, by the way? Just want to ask.
70?
Yeah, around 70, yeah. I didn't really know much about Højlund in there. I just went on YouTube, typed, and I was like, let me see what he's saying.
You know what's crazy? With Højlund, I think the first time I saw him was Euro qualifiers, innit? And I barely watched it. I was just watching it. I don't know how I came across it. And my man just banged the hat trick. I was just like, he's cold.
Yeah.
And his name is Højlund.
Yeah.
It's a cold name.
I
never said bring him to United, but I was just like, if United signed him, cool. But then I was hoping it would be like a little backup to like a Kane or something.
Fair enough. Yeah. Because that's who you wanted. I remember you saying in our FA Cup, after the FA Cup game, we did the review, you said we wanted him.
I feel like if we were a serious club, we would have gotten Kane. I do like Højlund, but like we need someone like that's more
experienced,
Premier League type more experience in it. You know what I mean?
I feel like Højlund is gonna come good. I feel like Højlund is.
It's gonna take his time, but 70 million.
But the thing is, I don't want the season to just depend on him. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want all the pressure on him in it.
I can see him getting 15 to 20 goals all comps.
Yeah. Do you reckon? I think that's a lot to ask for on a debut season. I know he's not Haaland.
15 to 20 goals all comps. They're in a lot of competitions.
Yeah, you are.
I can't lie. Bring me 15 to 20 goals.
All right, fair enough. Okay, we'll have to see that.
I'm not asking for much. All comps.
Yeah.
15
fair
to 20.
Enough.
I didn't say it has to be 20. I'm just saying between 15 and 20 all comps. That could be 7 in Prem, maybe like 2 in UCL, 3 in FA. That's very little at the end of the day because he is going to be our main guy at some point. I feel like it's because he's not fully fit right now. So when he starts getting that regular start, obviously his goal got disallowed against Brighton. Unlucky. It did go off the line.
It did go off the line. Did you think it went off the line?
Yeah, it went off.
All right, fair enough. Good.
That's what proves that.
I just wanted to check if you were delusional or not. I just wanted to double check.
I was just hoping maybe they might try to do a little World Cup thing, but even the World Cup one year, it was probably more on the pitch than that Rashford.
Yeah, fair enough.
Then we weren't getting that one, but Højlund looks good. I
feel like even in the Arsenal matches as well.
When he came off from the bench,
that breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it was something different, definitely, for the attack. I think it's interesting, especially when we're speaking about your attackers. So when it comes to your forwards, you got the only players you've really got are proper forwards: Anthony Martial, Rasmus Højlund, then you got like Amad Diallo as the third option as your forwards. Like that is squad depth to a bare minimum.
Yeah,
it is squad depth to a bare minimum, and it's really shocking. And then when you go to your midfield. I'm just looking at it and I just see so many players that just need to go.
Yeah.
Like you've got Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, you've got Anthony, Jadon Sancho, who both having problems right now.
Yeah.
Who knows when they're going to be back. Mason Mount, he's got the world on his shoulders because everyone just wants him to fail. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on that guy.
I don't rate him, though.
Do you not rate him?
Nah, I don't rate him.
You never rated him either, to be fair.
I've never rated him.
When I saw the links to him, bro, I wanted to beef my boy because he was just like, bring me out. I was just like, are you joking? He's not what we need in our midfield.
Definitely. I've been saying from day one, bring me James Maddison. But I've been saying that.
Bro, what's the difference between them two though? They're both number 10.
We don't need another Bruno. We don't need a creative midfielder like that. We now need someone who can help with the first phase and second phase, and that's what we're missing.
Yeah. But I'm saying bring Maddison in it because Bruno, he plays the way Ten Hag plays, he'll play on the right wing, innit?
Okay, I see.
Mount sometimes, I think it was the Tottenham match. Mount didn't play as a 10, innit? He played on as a left centre mid. So as a left centre mid, I would have preferred a Maddison there. Because obviously Maddison has
slow though.
Yeah,
Madison
that's the problem with him. I think, I don't know. I don't think I like him as an 8, personally. Yeah. Maddison in an 8 would struggle.
Yeah. I don't want any of them.
Yeah, no, fair enough. And then when I move on quickly, Alejandro Garnacho. Player with talent, but I don't think rival fans do rate him. Personally, when I look on the outside in, They don't really rate him. I don't know what you guys feel about Garnacho.
I like him.
Yeah.
But same thing again. Like, he's growing on me. I feel he's a growing player.
Is it?
But, he's got raw talent though.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still just very.
I feel like
raw.
4 or 5 years. I feel like Real Madrid will come knocking.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he that good though?
I don't know about that.
I don't think he's that good.
Innit? Time will tell. How old is he? Still a teenager.
Yeah, he's a teen. He's a
So
teen.
rival fans not rating him is just laughable.
Yeah, 19 years old, by the
because
way.
any rival fans that if they had a Garnacho in their team, they'll be lapping it up as much as we have, especially in the times where he kind of came through when we needed a bright spark in the team. Innit? But he's not a starting player from what I've seen, man. Every time,
he's a growing player,
and
Fair enough.
He needs to stop being a one-trick pony.
Yeah. He's very, very one-trick pony.
He needs to switch it up still.
And then the next three midfielders I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about Sofiane Amrabat because we don't really know much about him yet.
Yeah.
Christian Eriksen, Donny van der Beek, and Scott McTominay.
I can't believe
You guys are doing charity for these guys.
Van der Beek needs to cut. I don't know what he's doing here. Never worked at United. Ole didn't even rate him. To be fair, the reason why Ole didn't use him is because
Ole signed him, though. Or was it the club that signed him?
I feel like it was just like a United signing. But
do you know what that signing was? I feel like that was when he came to the club the season before. Ajax had done that crazy UCL thing.
Final,
and then all those players left. Ziyech left. No, Frankie De Jong left that season. De Ligt left that season. And then probably Man United looked at that and thought we need to get someone from that team. Who should we get? And Donny van der Beek probably was available.
Yeah.
I don't know how serious that might be, like in terms of like truthfulness. But I feel like that was more of a club signing, board signing.
Was, to be fair.
Ole didn't want him. That's why he was always on the bench.
Yeah, I think the fact that his old manager has come back and he's still saying you're not good for this football club, like tells me so much about Donny van der Beek. Why didn't he accept
I'm not gonna lie. When Ten Hag came here, I thought, this is the chance for Donny to shine in it.
Yeah.
You know that Dutch connection.
Yeah. No.
Obviously, they were both together at Ajax, but obviously now doesn't really rate it.
It's not
he
going to
just
happen.
needs to go. At the end of the day, he's not what we need. Like, our issues are so simple.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's so simple. A normal club would get these players out.
It's a basic
the fact that you have to talk about these. He's not an 8. Like, he's an advanced midfielder.
Yeah.
And we already have Bruno. So we should only be bringing in the next best 10 that's going to be playing when Bruno eventually is going to leave. But Bruno still has at least another 2-3 seasons
fair
at
enough.
United. So,
I mean, and then when we go look at Christian Eriksen and Scott McTominay, I can't say his name, I don't know why, but you guys are doing charity for these lot. They just are picking up a paycheck, I feel. Eriksen's lost it 2 seasons ago. He's not the same player. Like, after Brentford, since he came to you lot, what is the point?
Eriksen was good for us last season.
I just don't feel like...
Prior to his injury, he was quite important for us.
But what is he, 34, 35?
He's 31.
Is he? No, he ain't.
He's like 31,
I swear this guy's older.
He's like 31,
31. Oh, my days. I thought this guy was old.
Yeah, people are exaggerating Eriksen. He's not that old.
I thought he was that old, though. That's how I saw him. I saw him as a veteran, like, getting ready to be in a retirement home.
Let's allow him, like. Eriksen has still got the quality. Like, think about that ball that he played to Rashford against Arsenal. Like, those are the little things that Eriksen can do that not everyone in the team can do. The only person that could do it is Bruno. But I feel like Eriksen sometimes is a bit more intelligent.
Fair enough.
I feel like he's more patient with
it's just another thing. He's not an 8.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
what are we
he's
doing?
a number 10.
Yeah, he's a 10.
We tried to stick him in the 8 and expect him to do the 8 role well. He's not going to do it well. Sometimes he might do a little decent job.
Exactly.
Other times, but defensively, he's a liability. Like the Odegaard goal that we conceded, Eriksen didn't pick his man. We're not signing the players that we need. I just can't. I can't get my head around it.
If we brought in Amrabat in like June, July, that Odegaard goal doesn't go in it. Because when you put Eriksen as an 8, he loses his man so easily.
So what you're saying, let's double pivot, like him and Casemiro, Amrabat instead.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we did last season. Because we had Casemiro and Fred in like midfield too as well.
Yeah.
I'd rather we do that. But obviously, we put Eriksen there. He looks so lost in it.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough as well. Because he is at an 8.
He is in an 8.
He definitely is at an 8.
I want to see what Amrabat can really offer because obviously guys are lapping up. Maino as well is coming back from injury.
Yeah,
and
he's a young
really
player as well. Was he from your academy?
Yeah,
if I'm not wrong.
He looks like a bright spark as well. I'm not gonna lie. So let all our players come back from injury. That's why I'm not going to do the whole, the club is in a crisis, we're in the mud, because we say this about Man United all the time. We said it in the beginning of last season that we're in the mud, and then we finished third with a trophy and went to a final. I will take that.
I feel like that's been our best season ever since Sir Alex.
Nah, man, since Mourinho. What are you on about? The Europa League final?
Yeah.
Definitely
Mourinho. I was just about to say that, yeah.
I mean, like, he's been like our best manager since Sir Alex, isn't it? To be honest.
Nah, Mourinho. I still back Mourinho.
It's just too soon to start saying that. Obviously, Mourinho is the guy. Obviously, Mourinho clashes with players a lot. I feel like it's the same thing. If the Glazers and the board actually backed Mourinho, I would have trusted him to take us back to the promised land. So...
Fair enough.
With Ten Hag, we'll just have to see, really.
Fair enough. I mean, I was going to say, since we speak about former managers, I want to also speak about the comments of former players. Yeah, so we've got people like Zlatan that have come out and said stuff about Man United. He said about how he was surprised by how Man United was run in the background. He was like, you don't realise it until you're there.
Yeah.
Mourinho was like, if you knew what happened here, you would be happy that we got second.
Yeah.
He said that. And then I think Eric Bailly said, if this biasness of English players went away, he should play. The manager should play more foreign players or something like that. There was a comment from Eric Bailly, and then obviously we know the Ronaldo ones about the club not changing. There's no ideology, vision. So I just feel like, do you think that a change will happen? Will there be an ownership change? Will there be a change in board? Will there be a change in all of this stuff?
If the Glazers are serious about selling, like, they'll sell now, and they'll sell.
They would have, They would have
just sold it, because just do what you have to do as an owner. Like, you put the club up for sale, But the thing is, they don't want to like put it out there like that, because no one's trying to pay like the 10 billion.
Of course, why would anyone play 10 billion?
Yeah, man, that's
at the end of
is
the day,
it actually 10 billion?
Yeah, it's actually 10 billion.
That's what they're asking for.
Bro, are they serious?
They know they're not going to get it, but they want to try and get close to that. So they're probably even looking at about 7, 8. And the Qataris, I think, were offering the max like 5. That's 5.5.
We're not worth
really?
10. We're not worth 10 billion.
If I'm not wrong, the most expensive sale has been Chelsea as a football club. So I don't understand where this ideology of like, we should be 10 billion.
The Glazers are just greedy. We know that. I feel like they are going to sell at some point, because listen, the fans are going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I think protests should be starting soon.
I'm surprised it hasn't. If I was a Manny local, I would be out there with them. I'm not even going to lie. They need to go. And it's not a joke anymore, because it's so annoying when after
they're
a game,
holding the club to ransom.
Everyone just wants to keep. Everyone wants to throw the manager under the bus because he's the easiest person to throw under the bus. But it's just that it's not a manager issue, man.
I even feel like even if we sack Ten Hag, the same manager,
the same thing's gonna happen. The same thing's gonna happen. It's gonna be a cycle. We can't sack Ten Hag. Like, obviously he has made some mistakes and he needs to fix them.
All managers
he needs to get results. I'm not gonna lie. So tomorrow's game, Burnley. He's got a big week. He's got a big week ahead.
I feel like the Burnley ones are actually a must win, because if we don't win that, we're in big trouble.
I
say that if we don't win that, then
because Burnley only just picked up a point last week.
If we don't win that, that's when I can understand why everyone wants to jump on Ten Hag. Because he is responsible at the end of the day for results and stuff.
Yeah,
my advice will be just play the players in the correct position. Stop playing Bruno as a right wing, because you're not going to get the best out of him.
He's not a great right wing.
You only get the best out of Bruno playing as a cam. Just stick him on the cam.
Yeah, well, even last season when he was playing a bit of the deeper role, but he'd still come with the cam.
Yeah. All right, that's the last thing I do want to talk about, actually. Bruno Fernandes. Is he captain material? As a fan, as a football fan looking from the outside in, bro, the guy's a crybaby.
He's just the next best thing after we took it from Harry Maguire, who should have never got it in the first place. That's just the thing. I don't want to say that he's not captain material, but I feel like if we had other characters in the dressing room, it wouldn't be him.
Because I feel like your captain gives a image towards your team. If you look at Odegaard, it's about playing the part, being a part of the squad in Arsenal. And then you look at someone like Man City. Who is it actually at Man City now? I don't think it matters whoever it is, because you can put a captain's armband on anything. It works everywhere. It does work everywhere. Liverpool, you got Virgil van Dijk now. It's understandable because he was a very good centre-back for a couple seasons. Obviously, he's dropped off, but I feel like he's a big player in that dressing room. And then you got Bruno Fernandes. He just looks like a crybaby. He just looks like someone that keeps moaning on the football pitch. He just doesn't set a good example, I feel, to the others.
Yeah, I feel like if he can cut that out, I feel like that's the biggest flaw. Like when I feel like people overdo it sometimes, but it has gotten to the point where when I'm seeing it, it's pissing me off.
Yeah.
Like, I love Bruno as well, but it's just like in certain games, like even the Arsenal game, like, can you get up, bro? Can you get up? Like this ain't the time to moan.
Yeah.
But he is one of those players where his character, you can see that he wants to be responsible. I feel like obviously when he first came to the club, he kind of just carried the weight on his shoulders and he was just like, yeah, I'm going to be your main guy.
Cool.
I feel like also when we concede goals, I always see him like doing the stroppy head like that. Like,
arms are in the air.
Like you're a captain. Like you should be
telling everyone, keep your head in the game.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't see that with him. I see that with other captains around in the Premier League, but he just does not give me the...
To be fair, I feel like Varane would have been a good captain if he could stay fit.
Yes, if he... Yeah, exactly. That's the main thing with him.
I feel like Varane would have been great.
All right, just to quickly end it then. With the transfer window closed, obviously, last week, the week before.
Yeah.
I think Man United are going to look at January. Who would you ideally like to sign in January? As a player in a position, like any position, I don't mind what you say. Who's the ideal player you would look at and think maybe we should try and get him in for this end of the season?
I want more outs. I care about more outs.
You care about the outs? All right, we could go through the outs then. We could go through the outs if you want.
You know how we're very silly because West Ham offered us 30 million for Maguire, 30 million for McTominay. I don't know why.
Yeah, why didn't you not take that?
I don't know
we
why
should have accepted it for McTominay.
Yeah.
Maguire rejected it himself, so there's only so much we can do about that.
That's
but McTominay, he should have definitely got a move on. I don't think he would have rejected that move.
Who else would you like to see go then? In that forward position, is it just Martial, you would say, out of the four I said?
Yeah, but
Sancho.
Sancho. He's as a midfielder on it. That's why I didn't say him. But Sancho as well.
Get him out.
What's his price though?
Who's Sancho?
Yeah.
He's like 75.
No, like what a team's gonna...
we can get him for?
Yeah, what a team's gonna pay for it?
I don't feel like we should sell him for anything less than 50.
You'll be lucky to get 50.
Because from what I heard, I think it was like a few days before the transfer window, a Saudi team came in.
It was only a loan though, weren't it? Yeah, it was only a loan, so I don't really think that means too much.
And we cannot be loaning him to Saudi, really and truly.
That's just gonna ruin his fitness level.
He's only 23, so I feel like just like keep playing in Europe more time.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just gonna end up like a Hudson-Odoi that plays in Nottingham. Like you're good, like you have the potential, but then his career just like drops off.
Yeah, that's so true. Hudson-Odoi, I can't believe it went that bad for him, but he is a baller. To be fair, he has shown it like last game against Burnley. That was quality. But I think that's the running over for you lot.
Yeah, man.
Do you feel more comfortable? Do you feel better? Less stressed now? You got everything you wanted to say. Do you feel better?
No, man, because we got Bayern tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
How can I feel better when we got Bayern
let me get a quick match prediction then.
Oh, man, score prediction.
Yeah, go on.
Prediction.
Against Bayern.
I'll probably say 3-1 to Bayern.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh. Same as well.
I was thinking that 3-1, 2-1.
You'll be lucky to score a goal away.
I say the only way we score a goal is counter-attack because we are good at counter-attack.
Champions League night as well. Hopefully the players can rise, you know what I mean? Like the guys that have been there before. I really, really hope Varane's back and fit for that game. It's probably unlikely that he'll be starting.
Yeah. It'll be Lindelof and Martinez.
Our defense is looking stinky.
Yeah.
Leacher is not looking good right now. Post this injury.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
He's getting sent to the shops.
No.
I wouldn't start Varane. I'll keep Varane for Burnley more time.
Yeah, I think because of his injuries and stuff, he won't start anyway.
In terms of fitness,
it just has to be Lindelof and Martinez.
I don't feel like we should be overthinking the Burnley. We need to go there and win.
Yeah.
Bayern is the game where you think about saving players for and being a bit more smart and tactical. Burnley,
my bad.
You beat them. You should beat them with your first or second team.
Cool.
I don't care. They're in the Premier League. They haven't really been great since they've come. They haven't won a game yet.
No.
So we shouldn't be dropping points. We shouldn't be dropping any points.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think. Are we at home? Are we away?
Oh, we're away. Yeah.
We're away. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Doesn't make a difference.
It should be a win-win.
Doesn't make a difference. It should be a win regardless. So
I think after Burnley, we have a good, quite easy games until City.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So the end of October. So that is where we're going to wrap up today's podcast. Thank you to Big Dan and Carl for coming onto the show.
Having me.
Yeah, it's good that you guys managed to vent out your stress at Man United because you lot needed it. I'm not gonna lie. You as a football club, and I'm not gonna lie, Chelsea one might be coming soon as well.
Oh, we need
A
that
Chelsea,
one.
a Chelsea therapy session's coming soon. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We got a Chelsea boy lined up for us. So make sure you like, share, subscribe on the video. Make sure you are following all of us on our socials. TikTok is booming right now. We're doing amazing. Make sure you get us to 1K by the end of the year on our YouTube. I will see you in the next episode. Peace.